Hi, everybody. It's Abby, and you're listening to That Thing We Do, a podcast for all you 2030 somethings needing an OMG yes moment in your life. Whether it's related to media, milestones, or moments in your life, we've got you covered. Today, we're talking about bubble tea and matcha, tea based drinks, what we love, and why we love them. And joining us for this episode are two other old friends of mine, Karen and Chanelli. So, how are you guys doing this afternoon?
Good.
Well, not
Good,
today.
good. How are you?
I'm good too. What did you guys do up? What were you up to today?
I had to do a bit of fasting, had lunch, watched
Oh,
the Good Friday Mass, and here we are.
oh, I like that.
What about you, Karen?
Well, I pretty much slept in, and then I played games with Abby just now.
Yeah, Janelle, you totally missed it. I hope you get to play next time with us.
Me too. You know what? I keep forgetting to bring that laptop with me, and I need to get more practice in. But first of all, I need to find a mouse for it. So,
Please do. For anyone who's listening, Chanelli always shows up to these games without a mouse, and it's like essential if you know how
yeah.
PC gaming works. Send her all your love for the next
I know, slowing you down probably, but
round.
it's just
We're gonna win as a squad.
Yeah, we're gonna win so hard next time.
yes.
Okay, guys, so let's begin this weird topic that we decided. Who decided this topic? It was Chanelli, right?
Was it
Oh,
me? I think
Shirley,
it
yeah,
was
I think it was
me.
Shirley.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know how much I love bubble tea.
Oh yeah.
I had to like limit it so I could only have one per month because if I could, I would have it every single day.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Right.
What about you, Karen? When was the last time you had bubble tea?
It's actually been a while, to be honest with you. I think the last
Really?
time was maybe in, I think it was grad school even. It was a couple years ago, maybe.
What?
What?
I'm
Oh
serious,
my
yeah.
God.
Girl.
Damn. I was gonna say mine was like 2 weeks
Oh,
ago.
wow.
Yeah, me too. You sent me my bubble tea the last time I
All
had
right.
it.
Yes.
No, I
Oh,
did. So we were one day literally on the phone with Abby, and then I was like, I should send you some bubble tea for helping me prepare
yeah.
for the interview. So I sent her bubble
Oh my
tea
Thank
goodness.
you.
and going through all those flavors that she liked, even.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, that's something that yeah.
there's so many,
Yeah,
eh?
there was.
But wait, yeah, let's talk about bubble tea and matcha. If you don't know what they are, they're very popular tea-based drinks, sometimes hot, mostly hot, sometimes cold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it depends, I guess, right? I don't know.
I guess bubble tea, I think mostly cold.
No, it could be warm a little bit. I think it could be warm too. It depends on how you like
Yeah,
it.
it can be hot too. You can get the same, most of the drinks in hot also.
Mm. Oh, that's my favorite.
I know.
Yeah, and I guess yeah, and for a lot of us, especially growing up in Toronto, where we're from, that is a really popular way of us like it's just in every mall and every
That's right, yeah.
place we go. I don't know, when did you guys like for me growing up, I think I had my first one when I was like I want to say 11.
Oh, wow,
Wow.
really?
Yeah, I did not really know it before that.
Well, I actually have to say I think I first tried my bubble tea much later than that. I want to say out of high school.
Oh, wow.
Um,
Oh.
yeah, because I don't remember when we were in high school, at least like our group never really went out to grab bubble tea or anything like that, right?
Mm,
I don't think we had like bubble tea stores close to us. But I
really?
think the first time I tried bubble tea was at P Mall, Pacific Mall, for anybody who doesn't know.
Mm.
And I have to say, it was either in high school, like last years of high school, or much later after high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was something I tried and I was like, it's okay. Because I'm pretty sure I tried like the fruity ones.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, oh, it's okay. And then I got more into it once I started full time work downtown, which, downtown, there's like a bubble tea store every other block. So that's when I first really got into it. It's like just a few years ago, really.
Wow.
Mm.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
What about you,
I
Karen?
think I'm in between you and Abby. So not as early as Abby, but not as late as you. So probably around 14, 15, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You know what's funny, Chanelli, is You said like you got your bubble tea first experience at P Mall. I got mine at Woodside Mall.
Oh wow.
I don't know if anyone knows Kin bubble tea. Like
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I try to
yeah.
go there when I'm close to my parents' house.
Oh my god. Ah, good times.
I know, good times.
And now we're just all addicted for the rest of our
Yeah.
lives.
And that's the weird thing, actually. When I first tried bubble tea, I only used to get like fruity ones. And I think I'm pretty sure I always stick to like strawberry or watermelon flavor.
Okay.
And I didn't want to try anything else. I don't know if you guys went through this same phase where when you like something, you're like, why change it? Why mix it up? Just stick to the same thing. So for
Mm-hmm.
years and years, I just only bought the fruity strawberry one or the watermelon one.
Oh.
Ah.
I think I'm like that too, but instead of fruity ones, I normally stick with the original flavors, so either the milk tea or the mango flavor.
Mango, yeah, mango's good.
Yeah, and then if you want to like change it up, then I like go to like watermelon or strawberry.
No, I was the opposite. I didn't want to try milk ones because I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna taste. And I think it's also back then when from my background, my parents always drink tea like every single day, right?
Mm,
And I don't like black tea. So when the title says bubble tea and you're putting milk bubble tea, I was like, oh, this is not going to taste so good. So I stayed away from it. But now I have to say, the original milk bubble tea is probably my favorite now.
mm. Yeah, I feel like I'm the same too. I didn't really gravitate all the way to milk tea until probably later on, maybe around the beginning of uni, end of
Right.
uni. Yeah, and then I was like, okay, I can roll with this. And
Yeah.
now it's like my go-to. If I can't get anything else, I'm like, give me
The
milk
milk tea.
tea.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I started with milk tea, to be honest with you, and then I actually moved on to the fruity flavors afterward because I thought that was original. So it's best to stick with basic first before actually
Stay
trying to
with, yeah,
other.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The signature ones,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing it right. You're the one that like followed the formula and then tried the other random ones, and me and Chanel are like,
deviations.
Fruity ones.
yeah. And then we're like scared of the original. Oh my god. Okay, so like what are your go-tos now? What's your favorite bubble teas that you guys need to have? Because we talked about a bunch, but there's
Yeah.
so
Hmm.
many. Oh my god.
Mine, honestly, like just a couple of summers ago, I don't know if you remember, like the brown sugar bubble tea became like a huge
Oh,
thing,
Ah,
yeah.
yeah.
at least in downtown Toronto. Like one place opened up, and then other places were coming up with deals for brown sugar bubble tea. To be honest, I don't see the difference between the brown sugar one and the normal milk one,
Uh huh.
but I think my go-to is probably the original milk
Right.
tea, and I just always go to chat time because they have the points
Uh
thing.
huh.
So
Yeah.
that's what I stick to now.
Oh.
And I even tried the hot one. I don't know if you guys, which is kind of gross actually, would not recommend.
That is my ultimate favorite. How
The
dare
hot
you
one, eh?
disrespect me? I always go with hot
Oh my
brown sugar or hot milk.
Like even in the summer though?
It depends
Yeah.
on temperature, I
Even in
guess.
the
I mean,
summer,
well,
really?
it depends. Like if it's really hot, like above 30 or like pushing 27, then I'm like, nah. But if it's like anything below that, I can still rock a warm or hot
Hot one,
version.
yeah. I think I find like that when it's warm, it tastes a little too sweet. So maybe I need to like ask for less than regular because I get everything regular, right? So
Oh,
maybe,
yeah.
Especially with that brown sugar, you got to
yeah,
reduce it to like 70,
Hmm.
50.
yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
actually have different levels of sugar. Like last time I was ordering Abby's bubble tea, there's full sugar, less sugar, half sugar, some sugar. I was literally going through the list with her.
Yeah, and I was like, just go with whatever's after 80. And she was like, I'm confused.
Yeah, this shouldn't be this hard, right?
Yeah, I guess people are really specific.
Yeah. They
Damn.
they even have that with the ice. So they have regular ice, less ice, no ice, warm,
Yes.
hot.
I know, right? Just to keep it like simple, I just say everything regular. That way,
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
Unless you're ordering like, and I don't know about you guys, but if you order in the winter and you're ordering hot, well, Karen knows because we went through this
Yep.
issue. The delivery guy, if he comes and it's like he's walking with it, you can guarantee that that's not hot anymore. And I'm just like,
Oh, yeah,
why bother? Why?
that's
Yeah.
true. Because even if they put that in like those big coffee cup
Mhm.
looking cups, it's still, yeah. After a while, it
Oh
gets
yeah.
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, that's true.
Abby and I were literally watching the guy walk to her building, and then when she saw the person, she thought it was the other person, but it wasn't. So
Oh yeah, that was a whole other story. I was
My God.
it took a while for him to arrive here.
And he was walking the whole time? Oh my
He
Yes,
was.
God.
and I know that route because I go there. I know exactly the location that he went because it's like maybe 10-minute walk from my house. And I have tried in the past like hot bubble tea from there and then walk home like after school and everything. And it gets warm. So I knew I was like, I know the exact pain that my drink is going through, and it's like
Oh no.
-5 degrees.
Oh no.
Yep.
But do you still add tapioca in
Of
any of your drinks?
course.
Of course, even in the ones, huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Do you guys add other stuff to it?
I was gonna ask actually, do you guys add other things? I used to try grass jelly or the rainbow
No.
jelly one when I was little, and I just because I that was what I originally
Uh
liked
huh.
with my fruit-based bubble tea, and then
Mhm.
I just didn't like it anymore, so now I only stick with tapioca or pearls, as they call it,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
or boba. I don't know, there's so many ways to.
Yeah, same here. I think, to be honest, other than the taste of the tea, I think my favorite part is the tapioca. And I think maybe that's why I'm so addicted to bubble tea is because of the tapioca.
It is. I like it too. They also have what do you call it? It's a different flavor tapioca nowadays. So they have the fruity tapioca.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
they do. So they actually have different flavors for different fruit flavors if you want to add it onto your drink. So it tastes a little bit different too.
You mean like the tapioca
Yeah, the
itself
Has
tapioca
a
is
itself. So they actually have they call it some term. I can't remember what's called, but they do have the fruity flavor tapioca as well.
that's
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. I have to try that.
yeah, I'm gonna definitely try it.
Yeah.
Oh, and fun fact, I did not know this until I, like, read up on it. I don't know, did you guys know that tapioca was made from cassava root?
I actually
Really?
found this out the other day.
Oh wow.
I was like, "What?" I thought it was like a yam. I thought it was like
Yeah.
porridge or something.
No, I actually thought tapioca was its own like little thing. So remember when I was messaging you guys and I was like, where can I find tapioca?
Uh huh.
That's when I found out that it's from a root. My
Oh
whole time I thought it was its own little fruity thing. I thought it
Mm,
was its own thing. I
like, was
had no idea
like a fruit.
it was like a grinded root that was like made into balls.
wow.
Yeah, and the shocking part is, like, when it's not fermented properly, it's poisonous.
Oh wow.
Oh, damn, really? Oh
Yeah,
God.
like, that shit needs to, like, be properly done right, and I read too that in Germany, they did a test on some boba or bubble tea or whatever, tapioca,
Tapioca.
so many ways. They did a study and they found, like, carcinogenic chemicals in some of the bubble tea,
Uh
boba,
huh.
but
Oh,
then I think Korea did another test 4 months later, and they did the exact same test, and they're like, "We don't find any in ours." So maybe it's just a one-time thing.
oh, that's
wow.
crazy.
Yeah, as long as we don't ingest it, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Because I always thought it was artificial sugar, to be honest with you. Like they actually make it in a bowl or
Yeah.
something, and then because it tastes a little bit sweet sometimes. Because I'm not sure it's because of the sugar or the milk tea that's added into it. But
I think it's all of it. I think they soak it, right?
yeah, they soak it in syrup.
yeah,
Yeah, because you see it in the big tubs when they're, like, scooping out
Yeah.
into okay, that's really dramatic, but
But that's true. No, exactly. I've seen them scoop it out too, and it like you can see the syrup,
yeah.
right? As it's falling in. Yeah.
it's, like, oozing and
Yeah. But it's so good.
Oh, by the way, guys, have you actually seen those rainbow flavor bubble teas? So they have different flavors. So, for example, the ground flavor is a different color, the middle layer is another color, the top layer is a
what?
different color. They have
Really?
that nowadays too.
Do you mean like the rainbow tapioca or?
I think the drink itself is rainbow flavor. So they have different
Oh
flavor on
no.
top of each other.
Oh, that's so cool. No, I didn't know that.
The only other mixture I know is, like, cheese foam or, like, they have cheese tea and then they make, like, a layer of or that salt what is it? Sea salt
Sea
creme?
salt one, yeah,
Oh,
which I
it's
don't
so
know.
good.
Is it good actually?
I I didn't like it at first, but now it's kinda growing on me that sweet salty because they don't
Hmm.
put too much. That's cool.
Yeah.
We gotta look for that rainbow
Yeah.
thing.
Because I saw it one day on the they were advertising it on either through my phone or something, or I saw an or advertising machine or something. But then that popped up and it stood out.
Hmm.
Damn. Do you remember where? Oh, wait, you don't remember
I don't remember
where or
where.
what?
I just saw it on my phone one day. I was flipping through the pages and then an article popped up and I saw this rainbow colored drink. It was bubble tea.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And you were like, be
And
mine.
it was like, it's mine. I gotta try it one day.
Oh my god.
I think I need to experiment more with the bubble teas because I
Yeah.
tend to just stick to those three. Now I need to like kind of go out
Yeah.
and find something else, another flavor.
Because it's a guaranteed taste. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we know what's good and we're like, why change it up, right?
We're comfortable. Yeah, we don't want to
Exactly.
mess it up. And it's so funny because that reminded me. So, Jomi, our other friend who has been on previous podcasts before, she and we went to in downtown Toronto. There was like this
Oh,
fancy bubble tea place called
the laboratory.
yeah,
Yeah.
the laboratory or whatever. And it's like deconstructed bubble tea. So everything it came in vials. So for anyone
Right.
who doesn't know, yeah, it's like they let you pick. But there were like over 100 flavors, and we still
Oh
just
my.
went with the most basic,
Did
like
you really?
milk tea. Yeah, because we were scared. We didn't really know. We were like, we'll just try what we like. It's okay. And then there's people all around us like, give me this, give me that. Let me add these toppings. It was like, and you're right. It's like we need to try more.
I was actually just gonna bring that up too. I just remembered as Karen was talking about it. I went to that exact same place,
Oh my
and
god.
I'm pretty sure because I think on their thing you can pick two different flavors if you wanted to, and I picked like two random ones,
Uh-huh.
and it tasted horrible. It
Uh,
not horrible enough that I
No.
had to throw it out. Like it was okay, but I didn't enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like I didn't
Yeah.
enjoy it like I normally would. But yeah, that place, I mean, it's a great theory if you know what flavors go well together. But like you said, there's like hundreds of different flavors, and I'm pretty sure I picked like taro or something like that,
Oh,
and
Taro,
then
yeah.
yeah, and maybe I put like a fruity one together, which just didn't go well together.
No.
It was gross, but I mean, I like the concept though. That place was pretty cool.
Yeah. And that's the thing with bubble tea now. It's like, didn't it just used to be just the one or the three? And now because so many companies are trying to push the envelope, they're like, we can do anything. And now
Yeah,
it's like the Forever 21 of drinks. It's just like there's so
exactly.
much going on.
Because I guess everybody has to try to be unique because, like I said,
Hmm.
I feel like I don't know if this is just in Toronto because we are so multicultural city, but every other block there's a bubble tea place, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's huge competition.
it
Oh
is.
yeah.
Because when I was at the U of T, there was literally one every single block you would go. So there's one in
Yeah,
time. There's another one in another place. I'm literally walking into one bubble tea, tempting me to go in.
I know, right? It's crazy.
That's how they get us.
That is how, yeah.
But it's cool that they're trying different things that we didn't even think of before,
Mhm.
like especially with the cheese foam and the sea salt cream and the different kinds of tapioca pearls that are now like jelly, even pudding. I didn't even know they had pudding now. Like you could put
Yeah,
as a flavor. I was like, what?
I know, right? There's so many different
Uh-huh.
options. I'm pretty sure I saw a bubble tea place that was selling also matcha tea
Bruh,
as a bubble tea flavor.
it
Hmm.
begins.
And it begins. And I'm pretty sure that's how no, I'm lying. That's not how I was introduced to it, but that was one of the ways I tried matcha tea.
Aw.
Yeah. Because I'm quite late to the game. I think you and Karen were into matcha tea way before I was.
No,
Uh,
no.
No?
I will admit I will recuse if I ever said that I got into it early. It was definitely Karen. I don't remember when I got into it either. I think I was the same as you. I
Hmm.
tasted matcha in some other form or in some
Yes.
other way, and then it introduced me to it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Because I don't think I started that early, to be honest with you. I think it was probably 2 years ago. So what happened was one day I wanted green tea, so I walked into a tea store. So I was buying different flavors, and then all of a sudden I saw matcha tea. So I had never had it before, so I just bought it just to try it out. And then
Oh.
apparently wasn't too bad. So kind of continued to today.
Really?
Oh.
I think I was actually introduced to matcha through the mochis, you know, the little Korean ice
Ah.
Ah,
cream dessert, which is really good,
it is.
right?
I didn't even know they had a matcha flavored version.
Oh
What?
yeah.
They have ice cream too. The flavor for ice cream.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's how I was introduced to it.
Oh, that must have. Oh no, I'm thinking of green tea ice cream. But it's basically matcha is like finely ground
Yeah,
green
it's like
tea
Grounded
leaves.
green tea,
grinded version.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it could be.
Yeah,
But damn,
I
it's
know.
everywhere now. And the thing is, like for me, I don't know for you guys, but like I feel like it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It was like a silent ninja, and then boom, it just appeared. And I don't know if the trend, everybody was just like, this is the cool thing now. So we're all just going to incorporate it in some way. Or if it was just a wave of everyone loving it, that everyone just wanted to put it in everything.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't know because like the next time I actually tried it in tea version was when Starbucks came out with it.
Mm.
And I feel like I don't know if Starbucks was the first one to start it. I'm pretty sure David's Tea probably had it way before, but I think mainstream maybe Starbucks is what I how I remember it as being a big thing
Mm.
because I remember and this was maybe 2017 is when I think I first started drinking matcha as a latte form and that was really good
Mhm.
through Starbucks.
Interesting.
But I didn't really know what matcha was and I was like, ooh, it's not like the best tasting thing when you first try it, right?
Yep. 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 Yep.
Uh-huh.
And then they came out with Starbucks came out with like the matcha lemonade, which I don't know if you guys ever tried, which is like to me
No.
No.
it's the best form of drinking matcha because it's
Oh,
cold and it's mixed in with the lemonade, so it's a little bit sweet and
got it,
Ah.
got
a
it, got
little
it.
sour, citric.
So then would you say that you're like more into matcha when it's mixed into something, or have you tried it in its purest form?
No, I have not tried it in its purest form. Like I need to add milk and honey if I'm having it as a latte
Uh-huh.
or drink it cold with lemonade. Otherwise, I
Oh.
don't think I can. I can probably drink it, but I will not be enjoying it.
What about you, Karen? Although I feel like you mentioned it.
Yeah, I definitely started off plain. So what happened was I bought a whole can of matcha. So I wasn't sure how many scoops I'm supposed to put in the cup. So I actually started pouring it, but it got really bitter. So that was my first time experience. And it's been a while since I continued because it was such a bad experience because it was so bitter
Yeah.
until I tried it again. But yeah, I definitely like it straight if you want to have the original taste to it. But if you want to mix other things, like what Chanel does, definitely honey is the way to go.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. I should try that.
Honestly, I don't think I can follow the instructions on the can because I did the same thing. The can would say add 3 teaspoons of matcha for 1 cup of latte or tea, right? Which I don't know how they do it because I even like 1 teaspoon,
It's still bitter, right?
yeah. So I'm like, I don't know how you're adding three. It's too much.
Oh, that's cool. That's I have to.
Mhm.
And I was just thinking, I remember talking to you guys because, or at least Karen, because I don't have all the tools. You know, I don't know if you guys seen like on YouTube how people make matcha tea with the little whisk,
Yeah,
the bamboo whisk,
Hmm.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
which obviously I don't have. So I've been using a fork,
Uh huh.
and I don't know if you guys had the same problem where it wouldn't mix properly.
Oh.
Like it would like
Oh.
float to the top.
See, I don't know because I when it was popularized at David's Tea, I bought one of their matcha shakers. So whenever I
Mm.
make it, I put it in in like the shaker, and it just
Oh.
does the work for me. So
Oh,
I
that's
do.
Gotcha,
good.
gotcha. It's always grainy for me for some reason. So whenever I put the powder in and try to spin it at least, there's always this grainy taste to it. I'm not sure if I'm mixing it properly or it's either falling to the top or something.
For me, at least, how I found, if you don't have the whisk or the shaker that Abby has, I found after a lot of experimenting, the best way is you put your powder, well, if you're only just adding water, I think it's going to be hard. But if you're mixing it with honey, it's better to just mix it with the honey and the dry powder first, and then start
Whoa.
adding a little bit of water, a little bit
Oh,
of hot milk, and mixing it. Because before, when I used to just put the ingredients together and start mixing, it just wouldn't work. I'd just get clumps.
Ah.
And sadness.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Okay. Interesting. I would love for us to one day all go to Japan and then just like go to a matcha tea like restaurant or store and then watch them do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. It's good. I think if you, for me at least, when I mix it with other things, it's really good,
Yeah.
and it's got so much good properties to it. It's
Right.
actually very good for you.
Yes. 1000%. Oh, I love that. I love that. And Karen always reminds me of this whenever I'm
I do.
like trying to gravitate to coffee. She's like, go for matcha because it's like a slow caffeine. And I'm like, oh my God, she's right. I just constantly forget because coffee's always there. But
Yeah,
matcha,
No,
yeah,
there's caffeine, but there's less caffeine, I would say. That's why.
yeah. I
yeah.
think so.
Or I think because I watched the Joe Rogan podcast where he was talking to like a matcha in aficionado or something,
Really?
and the guy was saying that matcha or green tea leaves they have like a certain chemical or product to it. I don't know what it's called, but it has a calming effect, so you don't really feel the sense of caffeine. That's the only difference. Is
Oh.
like it doesn't give you that
Oh,
jittery effect because it has something canceling it out. So,
right.
which is really cool.
Mm.
I actually haven't tried to replace coffee with it. I think I'm gonna start that in the morning now.
Get it,
Um,
girl.
yeah, I think that's way better. It takes more time, but I think it's
Or if you're too lazy, then switch to green tea.
Yeah.
that's true.
I
Yeah,
think that's easier, actually.
Yeah, let us know how it goes.
yeah.
I'm on the same track. I do peppermint and matcha now.
Ooh.
Oh
And
wow.
I only drink coffee if I feel like it's a treat.
Uh-huh.
It's like, oh, I did a lot of work today. Okay, it's the middle of the day. I'm gonna have coffee. But most of the time now it's just like peppermint or matcha.
Sorry, now I have to ask, like, what makes coffee great for you? Do you add like other things, or do you drink it black?
Oh no, I had there was a period after watching Gilmore Girls where I thought I would be Lorelai and then just drink everything black. But I can't. I'm definitely someone who needs cream and milk and sugar and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah. I can't drink it plain, definitely. Black is too bitter, so I like mine with milk, sugar, and cream as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah. I remember, like, I think I went to a relative's house. I was very young, so I don't know why they gave me coffee,
Oh my
but
god.
they gave me like black coffee, and I literally threw up. And I
Oh.
swore I will never drink coffee until maybe high school age. That's when I tried coffee
Mm.
again because
Oh.
I don't know who drinks coffee black, but it's so gross.
Oh my god.
Oh.
And they always tell you that like, oh, you have to get a dark roast or you're just not getting it at the right store. Honestly, it doesn't
Doesn't
No,
that matter
no,
to
no,
me, to be honest?
forget
like I know we're gonna get a lot or we're probably gonna get a few haters that are like, excuse me. But like
that.
we're sorry. We're gonna be honest. This is an honest podcast.
To be honest, my husband, he drinks black,
Uh-huh.
and even like the normal Nescafe espresso ones, right? That
Mm-hmm.
tastes bad. So I don't know how people get like other stuff.
Because I think it's too strong. That's why there's too much flavor
It
for us,
is,
and
yeah.
then if we can actually feel the caffeine effect. Because personally, if I drink coffee, like after the first hour, I'm like all hypery, and then afterwards, I die down.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, you crash
I
hard,
crash. Yep,
Oh yeah.
definitely.
especially when you're adding like sugar into it too, right?
Mhm.
Which I do.
So do we add the milk because we're trying to hide the effect or that it helps reduce
I think it helps to
the
reduce, right?
No, I think
intensity?
it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
smoother, to be honest with you, with the milk.
Yeah.
Yes,
Smooth,
that
like
too.
with cream, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black coffee kind of tastes like water, but bitter water, if you want to put it that way.
Yeah, it's just hot bean water. That's
Yeah,
what coffee
Yeah.
is.
That's true, eh? With
Yep.
like a little bitter taste if you don't add
yeah,
anything to it.
exactly.
Hmm.
And then when you add milk and cream to your coffee, it kind of tastes like sweeter milk.
100%
I
agree.
love this.
And true, like, like I'm like you, Abby. I use coffee in the morning as like a reward. I'm like, oh, I got up out of bed. I need a coffee
Yes.
kind of thing. But to be honest, I don't think I need caffeine to wake up.
Oh no,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Which some people use it for.
Yes. Like I don't when I say I drink coffee, I switched to decaf like a year and a half ago. So most of the coffee I drink, no, all the coffee I drink, even at Tim Hortons and McDonald's, all decaf.
Oh.
But you're right.
Oh,
I think it is just the taste of coffee that
yeah,
I like. It's not necessarily the caffeine effect. It's just I got up in the morning. I want to have my favorite drink.
exactly.
obviously, like Karen says too, like she's told me decaf has a little bit of caffeine in it. I've seen it. There's a little percentage, so
Yeah.
would be nice to switch.
Yeah.
So that's why I normally start off with my green tea instead. It's not as strong, but it wakes you up.
Yeah, I started switching to green tea like 2 weeks ago, and I like it. I like it better now.
Hmm.
Do you have it plain?
I have a plate.
Yeah, I just do it plain.
Ah, okay.
And then I think after lunch, if I'm feeling tired, then I'll do peppermint, maybe 1.5 of sugar,
Mm.
and then
Mm.
drink that.
The tea thing is totally new to me.
Man, you should try it because we literally have boxes of green tea in our house. Like we have like storage of them.
Which is good because actually tea is way better, right? Especially at night
Oh,
when
Oh
you, especially in the winter, Canadian winter can be brutal. So
oh
when you
yeah.
have a nice hot cup of tea, right?
yeah. Hmm.
But I think I didn't like tea because going back to my parents, they used to just have like the normal Sri Lankan black tea,
No.
Oh yeah.
which is not a great taste to be honest. And then I discovered that there's actually other flavors. You can get peppermint, you can get like chamomile, right?
Yeah.
Like
Uh-huh.
strawberry tea. I don't know if you guys tried that, or like the orange peacock. Oh, so
Oh
good.
wow.
I've tried raspberry, I think like 2 years ago when I did like some stint at some contract thing, and oh my god, that thing was
It's
amazing. And
good.
you're right, you don't really know it exists. You're just like, I've been living on black tea for like
Right.
ever.
Yeah.
I forget there's so much other herbal tea. I'm still trying to like get into. I
Mm.
don't know about you guys,
Yeah.
Hmm.
but like I can't drink for. I don't know like what are your guys' like not teas to go to? For me, chamomile it or anything with lemongrass. I don't like lemongrass. It has like a slimy texture to it that I can only taste, and I'm like, I
Oh.
don't like this.
So I don't think I've tried lemongrass, but I love lemon ginger tea, which is especially good if
Mm,
you have like a cold or something, right?
yeah,
Um,
Hmm.
I think that's my go-to.
Oh.
And chamomile usually at night because that kind of makes you sleepy, I believe.
yeah.
Hmm. I actually like red tea with milk on it. It actually tastes good.
Mm, yep. Red
Oh,
tea's
Yeah,
yeah.
I
good.
like the milky or the smooth taste to it. That's why.
Yeah,
Like,
Yes.
personally, for me, if I'm drinking tea, I like it with some type of flavor. I would say.
right.
Yeah. So I guess what would you tell people in relation to all of these topics? What would you want the audience to take away from this? What how should they value bubble tea, matcha, hot drinks in general?
I guess for me, it's one, we live in such a multicultural city, but now it's, the entire world is becoming a multicultural world, right? I don't think I would have ever known about bubble tea or matcha if my parents didn't decide to move to Toronto. Maybe now because it's everything's like global now, but I think it's just, trying different things from different cultures because
Oh,
both matcha and bubble tea is from East Asia, right?
yeah.
So it's just about being open to trying different things,
Mhm.
Hmm.
experiencing different cultures. Yeah.
Hmm. I definitely agree with Shonali. So I think aside from that, or to add on to what she said, people should try new flavors. Like you mentioned that you guys always stick with the same flavors, like myself, but we should try different things these days. I mean, especially with the pandemic going on, I think
Yeah,
you go
Yep.
think outside the box and be open to new flavors, new options, and to see how it goes.
that's true.
So true. Preach. And for me, I guess also see bubble tea and matcha and all of these experiences as also a way to just connect with other people more because of the way like we all talk about the stories of experiencing it and trying it for the first time. Most of our stories relate to going with other people or like
Right.
having some kind of experience with bubble tea or matcha or drinking. So
That's right.
yeah, use that as a way to like get your
Conversations going.
yeah,
Yeah.
get the conversations, go out with your friends, go out with your significant others, your loved ones, have a good time,
Yeah, 100%.
and don't mix taro and fruit, whatever Chanelli.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Bad idea.
So that's all for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we also just want to give a big thank you to our guests Karen and Chanelli for joining us for this Monday's episode.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I had a lot of fun talking about drinks with you guys. And for anyone that's listening to the podcast, and if you have any suggestions or comments that you want to send to me and the other guests, let us know in the comments. I have been your host, Abby.
This is Shanali.
This is Karen.
And thanks for listening to That Thing We Do. So until next time, everybody, you do you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Yay!